Hi there, my beautiful listeners. Welcome back to my channel. And if you've been rocking with me since last year, first and foremost, thank you for growing with me. And if you're new here on my YouTube channel, well, let me just say, you are more than welcome and you are in for a treat. So, my beautiful listeners, pull up a seat on the couch, grab your coffee or tea, and get comfortable. Because when you enter this space, you can expect to enter out with guidance that is soft, honest, and rooted in grace. And today's episode is one of my favorites. Okay, I probably will say that about a lot of my episode, but this particular one is the pivotal point of how I decided or why I decided to develop Kaizo. This particular point changed the way I moved in my life, my relationship, and even how I show up for myself. We are talking about the simplest and the first principle I thought of, the graceful no. Now, let's be honest for a moment. So many of us were raised to be agreeable, to be kind, to be accommodating, to be nice, especially women with a soft heart. And if you found my channel, it's because your heart is soft and gentle, and you are looking for just the opportunity to see how to navigate the softness of your heart, but then not to be trampled all over. We have learned with the softwares how to say yes when we are tired, how to say yes when we were uncomfortable, and yes when our spirits was whispering, this isn't right for you. And over time, all those yeses start to cost us something, or peace, or clarity, or joy. So here's what I've learned through the process of the graceful no. I have learned how to be a grown woman on my stilettos. Saying no doesn't make me rude. Saying no doesn't make you difficult. And it definitely doesn't make you unloving. There is a way to say no that is full of poise. There is a way to say no that still honors your heart. There is a way to say no without burning bridges, breaking your spirit, or betraying yourself. Specifically, there is a way to say no that invites more peace, more comfort in the situation, conversation, or setting. That, my beautiful listener, is what I call the graceful no. It doesn't sound harsh, it doesn't sound debating, or it doesn't sound defensive. It's just simply the graceful no. So picture this with me, quick scenario. Exhausted in a car, somebody's driving, I'm sitting in the seat, and there's somebody in the back seat. We had an extensively long day of just training and a lot of information. It was a conference, so it was beautiful information, but nonetheless, we were exhausted. And as I was trying to navigate outside of the area, since I was familiar with it, there were a lot of rain and a lot of block road. So we had to figure a way out. So as I'm peacefully and carefully just saying, well, let's try this way. Maybe we should turn left because that will bring us to the street. The person in the back started getting frustrated and started to want to give me information. And with the gentle of answer and the gentle of word, I said, no, thank you. That is the sound of a graceful no. It's just a no, thank you. And a conversation later on, she is my friend. We were talking, and she said that moment brought peace. And that gave me the aha moment because that's what I wanted to emulate at the time, which is just a peaceful saying, no, thank you. It also bring assurance. It's also bring confidence, and it also bring trust in the idea that it's not a defensive, I don't want to be with you, I don't want to do this. It's just a simple, not right now, and not yet. So the graceful no sounds a little more like, I appreciate you thinking of me, but this isn't something I can commit to right now. Or I'm honored you ask, but I'm choosing to protect my peace in this season. Or simply, this doesn't align with where I am, and that's okay. Notice what's missing? No long explanation, no over apologizing, no shrinking yourself to make someone else comfortable. It's just simply, no thank you. Just truth delivered with softness. And that's what we're trying to do here at Kaizo every time we choose to keep our stilettos on. So here's a part that might sting a little, but it's real. Let's be honest. The reality is not everybody's going to return or reciprocate what we are actually trying to give. Some people benefit from you having no boundaries. So when you start saying no with grace, they might not like it. They might come back and be defensive. So that's when you need to go back and listen to my other podcast, and it's going to come about standing tall in your stilettos. But also, keep in mind, there are people who truly respect you. They learn to honor your no, because your no is in rejection, your no is direction, your no is inviting peace. So here's your takeaway for today. You are allowed to say no without explaining your entire life story. You are allowed to choose rest over guilt. You are allowed, my beautiful listener, to protect your heart without feeling like you're hurting someone else's feeling. So for this week, I want you to practice. The next time something doesn't feel aligned with your heart, with your purpose, with your desire, or in the direction you're going, pause. Take a deep breath and offer a graceful no. And sometimes, if you cannot find the words, don't try to be harsh, don't try to be cold. Just be honest and say, no, thank you. Because the more you honor your boundaries, the more your life begins to honor you back. I'm so grateful you're here, my beautiful listener. This channel is coming together beautifully, and you're part of the story. So, as I always say at the end, no matter where you go, no matter the situation you go in, remember to always keep your stilettos on. Until next time.